bless the one who blesses. Come all of you, come all of us, and bless the one who blesses.
Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Am I awake? Am I prepared? Are you listening to my prayer? Can you hear my voice? Can you understand? Am I awake? Am I prepared? Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la. Barechu et Adonai HaMevorach, Baruch Adonai Torah le'olam va'ed, le'olam va'ed. Ya la 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 la, 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 ya la 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 la.
הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. How good it is, how sweet it is to be together on this day. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד. הנה מה טוב ומה נעים שבת אחים גם יחד.
Ya Eli, 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 Ya Shabbat Shalom. Welcome.
Shalom.
We welcome everyone who's in this room. We welcome everyone who's joining on the live stream. We welcome everyone who's walking in the door right now. We are so grateful to be together. Today, we got news that is sitting heavy on our hearts. And thank God we have this place to come to be together in friendship, to grieve, to sing, to be with our feelings on this news. Whatever it is that you're bringing into this room, we honor that. We make space for that, for every single one of us. We'll have more to say throughout the service. For now, we want you to know we're so happy that you're here. I'm Cantor Juliet Cadrain. This is Rabbi Zach Pleasant. Mike Lantowski is here on the keys. We have Eric and Sean on the board. Lester is here. We are an intimate crowd today. So I'd love to invite everyone to take just a moment or two to say Shabbat Shalom to someone around you. If there is anyone that you don't know, find that person. And if you know everyone, you could say Shabbat Shalom to them too. I'm wondering if our children want to come up and help us with the Shabbat candles. Would you want to? Come on up. Tell us your name, friends. Tell us your names.
My name is Mason, and this is Dylan.
Mason and Dylan, welcome. Thank you for helping us to bring light into the space. Let's bless together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Shabbat. Thank you, Mason and Dylan. Singing makes us feel better. You may have heard me say before, it actually lowers our heart rates. The literal vibrations that we create help us to feel a little bit better, and we need to feel better because when we feel better, we are better and we have more to give the world. So in that spirit, we invite you to keep making sounds together, sing out. We turn to our Psalms of Kabbalat Shabbat, beginning on page 131. Shiru l'Adonai, Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol ha'aretz, Shiru l'Adonai, Baruch Shemo, Masru miyod. Shir Chadash, Shiru l'Adonai, Kol haaretz. Page 134. Play a little bit for me, Mike. Keep playing. Oh. It's a different Zamru than I was expecting. Let's do this one though. I like this one. No, that's a good one. Okay, same page. The page was right. 134. Lie, 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 lie.
We turn to page 138 and 139. For the end of Kabbalat Shabbat, we sing Lecha Dodi, verses 1, 2, 5, and 9. And on the 9th verse, we will stand as one community and look to the door for our Shabbat beloved to come in, and we greet her with joy.
Lecha Dodi, likrat kala, penei Shabbat, nikabela.
Lecha
We remain standing and turn to page 146 for Baruch. Please be seated. On page 149, please join with me at the bottom. This is an hour of change. Within it we stand uncertain on the border of light. Shall we draw back or cross over? Where shall our hearts turn? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? This is the hour of change, and within it we stand quietly on the border of light. What lies before us? Shall we draw back, my brother, my sister, or cross over? Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad, Baruch Shem Kivod Malchuto Le'olam.
ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך ושיננתם לבניך ודיברת בם בשבתך בביתך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך וקשרתם להות על ידיך והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים. אני אדוני אלוהיכם.
Adonai Elohechem, Emet. Page 158 is Micha Mocha, a prayer for freedom that is more poignant tonight when freedom was taken from so many. Page 160.
Shelter of your peace. Spread the shelter Page 164. We rise in body or in spirit. Adonai, Sefatai tiftach, Ufi yagid, Tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu v'Elohei avotenu v'imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, v'Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, v'Elohei Leah, Ha'el Hagadol Hagibor v'Hanora, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, v'Konei Hakol, v'Zocher Chastei Avot v'Imahot, ומביא גאולה לבני בניהם, למען שמו באהבה. מלך עוזר ומושיע ומגן, ברוך אתה אדוני, מגן אברהם בעזרת שרה. אתה גיבור לעולם אדוני, מחיי הכל אתה רב להושיע, מוריד אתה. מחכה חיים בחסד, בחיי הכל ברחמים רבים, סומך נופלים ורופא חולים, ומתיר אסורים, ומקיים אמונתו לשני עפר. מי כמוך בגבורות, ומי דומה לך, מלך ממית ומחיה ומצמיח ישועה, ונאמן אתה להחיות הכל. ברוך אתה אדוני מחיי הכל. אתה קדוש ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יהללוך סלה. ברוך אתה אדוני Ha'el HaKadosh. We'll continue with our own personal reflections and prayers using the words in the book or the words in your heart, either standing or seated. I want to invite us to begin this time by just simply taking a few breaths together. So breathing in and out and in and out. One more together, in and out. page 178. This is a new to us setting of Shalom Rav by Alana Arian. Make of us a house for all people, gather us in hope for all people, surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Ki atahu melech adon lechol hashalom. Lechol hashalom. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Letov benecha levarech et l'amcha Yisrael. B'chol tov kosher v'shlom lecha. V'shlom lecha. Make of us a house for all people, a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people, in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Make of us a house, make of us a house for all people. Gather us in hope for all people. Surround us in peace for all people, in wholeness and in love. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Shalom Rav al Yisrael Amcha Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. Tasim Leolam. We turn our attention to healing, to anyone and everyone who needs healing in this moment. I have some names that I'll read of people in our community that have been made known to us, and then I'll invite us all to bring more names into the space that we have. Marta Adams, Marlene Blumenthal, James Bruni, Frida Easton, Steve Elliott, Jackie Fuchs, Roy Fuchs, Lanny Gans, Skylar Grossberg, John Hall, Jeff Helfand, David Hidalgo, Peter Hort, Penny Kelsty, Ann Beth Katz, Natalie Kellner, Phyllis Kamansky, Mark Krigsman, Don Matthews, Tammy Moellem, Barbara Nash, Ruth Ocean, Alton Parady, Francine Plaza, Carol Randell, Dorothy Reynolds, Robbie Regano, Deborah Lynn Ross, Michael Selikoff, Cantor Richard Silverman, Kathy Soroka, Esther Stone, Karen Sugarman, Sandy Troy, Joan Wetzler, Yocheved Sarah Bat Eitel, Rivka Bat Chaya Ben Mordechai, Shimon Eliyahu Ben Abraham Dasura. I'll invite you to bring names into this space, and we want to also remind you that you can always include your own name on this list. If you need healing, say your name out loud, hold it in your heart, know that you too are worthy of that and deserving of that healing. If you have a name, I'll invite you to just call it out now. If you're live streaming, say the name aloud wherever you are. If you're on Facebook, type it in the comments. Holding all these names together, we turn to page
371.
Thank you. Mishavera Avotenu Lekor Abraha Limotenu made a source of strength. Bless the ones before us. Help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say Amen. Mishavera imotenu lekor Abraham lamotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say Amen.
I silenced my phone this morning for about an hour to work on a sermon. It was about the Talit, which we read in this week's Torah portion, and the power of reminding ourselves where we are and where we need to go as individuals and as a society. But an hour later, when I turned my phone on, the world was a fundamentally different place. And it's pretty clear to me just how far we have to go. This morning, as I'm sure most of you know by now, the Supreme Court issued its ruling in Dobbs v. Jackson Women's Health, declaring that the Constitution does not confer a right to abortion and overturning the long-held rulings of Roe v. Wade and Casey v. Planned Parenthood. This ruling will lead to the severe restriction or elimination of abortion rights and access to reproductive health care in about half of the United States. Millions of women and pregnant people across the country, disproportionately poor people and people of color, will lose the ability to make choices about what happens to their bodies. They will be forced to give birth regardless of their ability, desire, or access to resources to raise those children. Victims of violence, of rape, and incest will have to carry to term and birth the children of their abusers. Some states have already enacted complete and total abortion bans, and others have trigger laws in place, meaning that as soon as this decision was released this morning, their abortion bans immediately went into effect. In these states, even those people who have ectopic pregnancies or other serious medical conditions will not have an option for appropriate, compassionate, and life-saving medical care. Thousands of women will die every year. I stand up here as a man knowing that my bodily autonomy is not on the line in the same way as it is for so many people I love, and I am still outraged. The right to choose is a Jewish value. I am outraged as an American, yes, but also enraged as a Jew. Abortion is a protected right in Jewish law. In fact, it's not only permitted, sometimes abortion is required. Jewish medical ethics law, reaching back more than 1,000 years, teaches us that the full status of personhood begins at first breath. This means that in the event of a pregnancy that is dangerous to the pregnant person, that person's life must be valued over that of the pre-life growing inside. And these days, many Jews, including myself, consider the safety of the pregnant person to go beyond their physical safety and include mental health and well-being as well. This issue has also been at the forefront of the Reform movement for decades. The URJ, as well as the Religious Action Center, have been issuing statements, policy positions, and amicus briefs in support of reproductive choice for over 30 years. One of the core tenets of Reform Judaism is the importance of informed choice and agency. And we, as Reform Jews, have long been steadfast supporters of the right to choose. And while we believe that choice and autonomy is the most important value in this conversation, it is clear, in no uncertain terms, that a complete ban on abortion is antithetical to Jewish values and against Jewish law. Today's conversation is focused on reproductive freedom, as it should be, but this opinion highlights the dangers to religious freedoms that we all are facing. There are cases in which abortion is mandated by Jewish law. In today's post-Roe world, thousands of Jews would lose access to that procedure. This is no longer theoretical. This ruling is a direct assault on religious freedom to all those in this country who are not white Christians. Sheila Katz, who is the CEO of the National Council of Jewish Women, wrote this morning that, quote, "The rights of American Jews and other people of faith who believe in access to abortion, who happen to be the majority of people in this country, have been sacrificed to the overwhelming zeal of one small group that has turned the shield of religious freedom into a sword." For many of us, it feels like that sword is directed at us. There is so much work to do. And we are allowed to take Shabbat, to rest, to grieve, to mourn what has been lost. And then, like Jews have always done, we can begin slowly to move toward resilience and action. It can be easy to think that while devastating, not much practically will change here. However, the ideology has changed forever. As residents of Connecticut, people might have the right to control what happens to their bodies, but today, as Americans, they don't. And while I am grateful the right to an abortion is codified law here in our state of Connecticut, our state will become a state where others come for their care, and therefore our support of reproductive health care organizations is even more important. We, your Temple Israel clergy team, will be ready to lead and advocate for this crucial right that every person in this country deserves. If you're like me and you want to get started right now, I encourage you to channel that frustration and anger into some small action. Organizations like Planned Parenthood and the National Council for Jewish Women have resources and funds to which you can donate to help others or find information if you yourself need help. This week, we read about our Talit and how wrapping ourselves in it is a reminder of the work we have to do to bring more holiness into this world. Some weeks, the metaphor of the Talit is more important to us, to give us this crucial reminder. On weeks like this one, we wrap ourselves for love and warmth and maybe a little less for that reminder, because we all know what we need to do. Our world will be more holy when every single person has autonomy of their body, access to quality medical care, and the freedom to practice their religion. And slowly but surely, we will work together, all of us, to bring more holiness into this world.
We are taught Alenu. It is on us. This is a new setting of Alenu. It's not found in your prayer book. We want to teach you the refrain now. The words are simply Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. And it sounds like this. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. Alenu. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. Alenu leshabeach. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live. It's time to live our praise.
It's up to us to call ourselves to task, to sing what's good and true, to bring about redemption. It's what we were free to do. For what's the point of being here if we're not moved to change our ways? Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise.
We're carrying the stories of the ones who came before. But stories will be told of us when we are here no more. We commit ourselves to action. It brings meaning to our days. Alenu, Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. It's up to us to own the vision. We are an answer to a call. It's up to us to live the words we speak for the benefit of all. It's up to us to bow down deeply. There's a broken world to raise. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. Alenu. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise. Alenu leshabeach. It's time to live our praise.
We turn now to memory, to those who we feel next to us when we think about how to live that praise, how to act in the world to bring more holiness into it, who are not here physically, but we feel their presence with us each and every day. We're thinking of those who have passed in the last 30 days in the period of Shloshim. In our Temple Israel community, we're remembering Ruth Jean Harris, mother of Wendy Delson and Jeff Helfand, Dan Harris, Jane Harris and Jeff Hawthorne, grandmother of Stephen and Michael, Zoe and Dylan, Alex and Ben of blessed memory, and wife of Michael. Ted Gladstone, father of Liz and David Martin, Richard and Lisa Gladstone, and Julie and Laurent Amoyle, grandfather of Jennifer, Andrew, Matthew, Joshua, Chloe, Emily, Margot, Ella, and Stephen of blessed memory, and husband of Alexandra of blessed memory. And Bonnie Garber, wife of John, mother of Gwen and David, and Todd and Rachel, and grandmother of Eliana, Olivia, and Nikki. And those yard sites that we observe this week, we're thinking of Nathan Agar, Sophie Appel, Pip Block, Chester Friedman, Morris Gasswort, Jeanette Godfried, Roma Isaacson, Frank Lautenberg, Sally Leader, Lee Middleman, Dennis Neswald, Ruth Olafson, Sylvia Phillips, Gertrude Pickholtz, Harold Rabin, Gertrude Ryback, Edward Sheldon, Morris Snell, Sidney Stern, Robert Spiegels, Jean Waldman, Milton Young, Thelma Zellen, and Leo Zipkin. Are there other names for Kaddish this evening? We turn to page 598, and we rise as one community. Yit gadal v'yit kadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divrach hirutei v'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, bagala uvizman kariv v'imru amen, yehi shmei rabbah mevarach le'alam u'lamei amaya. Yitbarach, v'yishtabach, v'yitba'ar, v'yitromam, v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar, v'yitaleh, v'yitalal, shemei dekudasha, b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, da'amiran be'alma v'imru amen, yehi shlama rabba min shemaya, v'chayim alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen, oseh shalom b'imromav, Hu ya'aseh shalom, Alenu ve'al kol Yisrael, v'imru amen. We say zichronam livracha. May their memories always be for a blessing. It says announcements. I'm not sure we have that many announcements.
I was wondering that too. I'm not sure that we do.
Our next Shabbat on the beach is July 15th. We had almost 400 people last week. It was an incredible experience. It was by far the most that Cantor and I had ever seen at the beach. Truly, truly a wonderful experience. So if you're around July 15th, join us on Campo Beach.
And we'll be here every Friday between now and then too.
Otherwise, we'll be here. Join us.
We are here for you.
Yes.
And we want to close with some little Kiddush and motzi.
Awesome.
So,
page 123. Cantor, do you want a glass of wine? It's just juice.
Okay. I would actually want the wine, but I'll take juice. We'll sing together. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu, v'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu, zikaron lema'aseh v'reishit, ki hu yom techila lemikra'ei kodesh, zecher letziat Mitzrayim, ki vanu v'acharta, ve'otanu kiddashta, mikol ha'amim, ve'shabbat kodshecha, be'ahava u'b'ratzon, hinchaltanu, baruch atah Adonai, Mekadesh HaShabbat.
L'chaim. It's not wine.
It's not wine, but it's still good.
We should, yes, we have a challah. Wonderful.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi lechem min haaretz b'tei avon.
There's a whole challah up here after the service, if any of you would like some.
Make of us a house for all people, gather us le'olam. Shalom Rav. Shalom Rav Yisrael Amcha Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Tasim le'olam. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.